Good evening, good evening, good evening. Today, hold on. Today is still Wednesday, June 18th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And this topic is to the people. Let me say this. In life, there's going to be problems. We know that. If you don't know that, how old are you? 2? In life, there's going to be problems. Some big problems, small problem, middle-sized problem, you name it. Problem. To the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. Problems. And when problems arise, you need to face those problems. Take them head on. Acknowledge them, accept that they exist, accept that you have a problem, and deal with it. That's how you handle problems. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that's how you handle problems. But if you've been around enough people, you will know that a lot of people don't deal with their problems. They run from them. There's a lot of people that run from their problems, try to hide. Everybody don't like to solve problems. They either want somebody else to solve them or they want to ignore them and act like they don't exist. They want to run. Therefore, that's why you have so much drug abuse, addiction, food, porn, different addictions. A lot of times stems from people running from their problems. I always believe when it comes to problems, you can run, but you can't hide. So this partly is a message to the people who are always coming in the comment section, talking about how I'm always talking this doom and gloom. Y'all know the label. I'm talking about the problems. I'm talking about negativity. Why can't I be more positive? Why can't I talk about, instead of going to find a channel where they're talking positive, they want to come here and ask me why I'm not. Well, because that's not what I do. What I do is, I take a look at the problems. See, people, when they're having problems, they're looking for how to deal with those problems, solutions to the problems, how to handle the problems. I'm dealing with people that don't want to run from the problem, that want to acknowledge that we have a problem and looking for ways to get through the problem and how we're going to deal with it. We're going to work through this together. We're going to acknowledge we have a problem and we're going to tackle this shit. We ain't running. We ain't going to go here and look for something positive so we won't have to notice that we got a problem here. So if y'all coming here thinking that I'm finna hide from the problem, ignore the problem, not discuss the problem, not talk about the problem, if you ain't figured it out by now, you got the wrong channel. I know y'all ain't gonna stop, but just like y'all ain't gonna stop, I'm not gonna stop doing what I do. If you're not gonna stop, what makes you think I'm gonna stop? For some reason, y'all still find the need to come on here and tell me to talk about something positive. Tell me you ain't gonna watch me no more. Like I give a F. I'm starting to cuss. The moment I don't have any viewers, I would just shut my YouTube channel down. But what I won't do is beg folks to watch me. You never heard me do that. What I won't do is beg people not to leave. You want to leave? Bye. I don't care how long you've been here. I don't care how long you watched me. I don't care how many comments you done left. I don't care how positive and how much you told me, Big Wad, I love you. I don't care. You can leave it in a moment. One thing I know about people, they'll love you one minute, hate you the next. So I told y'all I'm in the middle. When you tell me you love me, I don't care. When you tell me you hate me, I don't care. I'm in the middle. I learned that the hard way about people. So all of y'all can say y'all love me today and turn on me tomorrow, and I don't have no subscribers, no views. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I ain't trying to please everybody. If you one of them 2 or 3 people that don't like my content, I'm not gonna change for you. Leave. Because the majority of people that watch me like what I do. And those that don't, leave. I'm not changing until I feel a need to change. Until I'm guided in a direction where I need to talk, where I feel I need to talk about something else. Not because you said it, but I need to talk about something else because it's what's needed. Right now, what's needed is we have a lot of people afraid, in fear, worried, feeling like they're going through what they're going through by themselves. To hear somebody else talk about what they're going through lets them know that they're not going through it by themselves. They can go anywhere on YouTube and find somebody, oh, it was a beautiful, wonderful day. Good morning, boys and girls. They can find that somewhere, but they don't want to hear all that bullshit. They want to hear what's really going on. Everybody ain't trying to run from the problem. Everybody ain't trying to ignore what's going on, because you are. Because you want to hear some positive, go find it, leave me the F alone. Complete day. While you looking for something positive, I turn on my TV and I see this.
Tensions continue to climb in the Middle East. Israeli warplanes pounding Iran's capital overnight and into the morning. This comes as Iran's foreign ministry warned that any U.S. intervention in the conflict would risk all-out war. ABC's Perry Russom has more from Washington.
Overnight, another round of missile attacks in the Middle East. Iranian news media releasing this video. It says shows rockets fired toward Israel. Air raid sirens screaming through Tel Aviv. Explosions in the night sky. Iranian missiles intercepted over Jerusalem. It comes as the U.S. appears to be on the brink of deeper involvement. The Pentagon now deploying dozens of aerial refueling tankers to the region. President Trump demanding Iran's unconditional surrender and threatening Iran's supreme leader. Trump saying, "We know exactly where the so-called supreme leader of Iran is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to take him out kill, at least not for now." Ayatollah Khomeini responding, saying, "The battle begins."
The Department of State has established the Middle East Task Force to help coordinate support for U.S. citizens, our U.S. diplomatic missions, and personnel and diplomatic engagement.
Iran's missile stockpile may be dwindling. Some analysts estimate Tehran may have fewer than 1,000 medium-range missiles left. Israel now says it's neutralized 1/3 of Iran's missile launchers. This massive plume of smoke seen coming from the direction of a missile facility in Iran. Israel has vowed to stop Iran from building a nuclear weapon. Trump meeting with his national security team yesterday in the Situation Room. After leaving the G7 summit early, Trump previously urging Iran to negotiate a nuclear deal.
They should have done the deal. I told them, do the deal. So I don't know, I'm not too much in a mood to negotiate now.
With more attacks overnight, the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem is now closed through Friday. President Trump warning Iran his patience is wearing thin. Perry Russom, ABC News, Washington.
Now, while you want to hear something positive, I want to hear reality. I want to know what I'm up against. I want to know what I need to be prepared for. And happy days don't look like it's going to be one of them. The things I need to prepare for. I and people with common sense know that we need to be preparing. I'm sounding the alarm for people that sitting around with their head up their ass like y'all want to hear something positive all the goddamn time. When we ain't living in no positive world right now. So, you can stay here and listen, because I ain't changing until it's time to change. Not because you said so, or you can take your punk ass on somewhere the way you want to watch and scroll through all them damn YouTube channels we got that type in the search bar positive affirmations. And you can get all the positivity you want. But instead, you want to come over here and try to tell me what I should do on my channel. And it's been, I don't know how long it's been, but have you noticed that I'm still doing what I do? Even though y'all been constantly coming on here, I just block it and keep moving. Because we got this going on. While y'all want to hear, think yourself into a better, go right ahead. Good morning, boys and girls. Hey! That's what you want to hear. Wrong place, wrong time. Not today. I'm telling my people to be careful, be on the lookout, because Iran is getting their ass slaughtered. And they said us helping them is going to cause an all-out war. You think that they're going to, maybe they will just lay down like little puppy dogs. We surrender, no mas, no mas. Hopefully that's what happened. But what if it don't? We need to know both sides. They can either surrender, or they might say, you know what? Our backs are against the wall. We're about to lose everything. What happens when you back a cat against the wall in the corner? What happens when they feel like they ain't got no other option? We out of missiles. We out of this, we out of that, but we not giving in. So now it's time to, hello, Allah Akbar in the United States. Call up the rest of the sleeper cells. Go to work. That's what I'm more concerned about. I ain't concerned about the missiles they over there shooting. I'm concerned about when Iran has decided we ain't got nothing else to lose. We not going out like this. And they start making them phone calls over here to the gas station, all of them and them boys, they got these, whoever. Why you want to hear Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Why don't you go watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and leave me the hell alone? But even if you don't leave me the hell alone, I'm still going to do what it is you're asking me to stop doing. Because there are some people who need to hear what I'm saying, even if it ain't you. If it ain't you, move along. And if you don't, I don't give a F. You're going to hear what I'm saying if you're watching my channel. You can run, but you can't hide. This right here ain't going to go nowhere because you don't want to hear it. Because you ignore it, because you turn your TV off, because you do this, because you scroll past my channel, that ain't going to make what's going on in this world go away. I'm not expecting it to just go away. So I'm going to prepare for it. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So if the worst don't happen, no skin off my back. I hope everything I've been saying don't happen. I hope I'm wrong about all of it. No skin off my back. If I'm wrong about everything, that means the economy gonna boom again. That means you're gonna be able to afford housing. That means you're gonna be able to afford groceries. That means your job gonna start paying more. That means the killing gonna stop. That means the drug company gonna stop overcharging for drugs. That means they're gonna stop poisoning our food. If I'm wrong. So that's a good thing. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to be right. Again, if I'm wrong, that means there would be no wars. If I'm wrong, that means the end ain't near. We got thousands of years left. If I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, the crime gonna decrease. If I'm wrong, inflation gonna decrease. If I'm wrong, the price of groceries gonna decrease. The price of gas, the price of housing, the wages gonna increase. Or did I say everything I was just saying is gonna decrease except the wages. The wages gonna increase. Prices gonna decrease. If I'm wrong. So therefore, I want to be wrong. Because I want to go back to work full time. I want to make enough money to live a good life. So that's what will happen if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, the work gonna pick up. If I'm wrong, your work gonna pick up. If I'm wrong, you're gonna be able to find a job that pays a livable wage. If I'm wrong, you're gonna be able to find one job to pay all your bills. You gotta work 3 or 4 jobs and still can't make it. If I'm wrong. So I wanna be wrong. But I don't think I am. And you know it. You know it. That's why you won't stop watching me. Even though you claim you don't like what I'm saying, you won't stop watching. Because at least if you're delusional, you want to go somewhere and hear the truth. Since you won't tell it to yourself, you might need somebody. Y'all still watching me because you're tired of lying to yourself, but you can't stop lying to yourself, so you need to find somebody else to tell you the truth because you won't tell yourself the truth. That's why y'all watch me even though you don't like me. I figured it out. Why are these people that don't like me still watching me, still showing up, still complaining about all I talk about is this? I'm so tired of you talking about this, but you still watch it. I was trying to figure out why. Now I know why. Because you know you're lying to yourself. And you know you can't tell yourself the truth, so you come here so somebody else can tell you the truth because you can't tell yourself the truth. You can't do nothing but lie to yourself. So I need to go over here and listen to Big War because I know he's going to tell me the truth even though I don't want to hear it. So I'm going to listen to him because that's the only place I'm going to get the truth. I can't get it from myself. I lie to me all the time. I tell myself I ain't got no problem with porn, with alcohol, with drugs, with food, with women. I tell myself I'm okay. I tell myself I don't need no help. I tell myself I don't need to change. I tell myself I don't need to worry about nothing. I tell myself I'm good the way I am. But if I go and I listen to Big Ward, he tell me, no, you need to change. Big Ward tell me, no, you need to get off that shit. Big Ward tell me, no, you need to take your ass to work. I don't want to hear all that from me. But I need to hear it. And since I ain't going to tell myself, I'm going to go over and let Big Ward tell me. And I'm going to hate him in the process, even though he's telling me the truth. Ain't that shit crazy, man? I ain't a man. But that's what's going on. People in this world are really just that crazy. They watching me because they need the truth because they can't tell it to themselves. So they depend on me to tell it to them. That's why they can't leave. When it comes to the truth, when it comes to reality, when it comes to what's really going on, you can run, but you can't hide. Get it, got it good. Bye.